The follow-up is simple. Ask a question, listen to the answer, then follow up. I'm your host, Noah Kozlov. Enjoy. Welcome to another episode of the Follow-Up Podcast. I'm Noah. This is my now first grade daughter, Eden, soon to be 6-year-old. We have a new episode every Monday. You can listen on vocalnow.com, VOKALnow.com. You can also watch there. You can also listen and subscribe through Apple Podcasts, and feel free to share the podcast, whether you're watching or listening, with anybody you think might be interested or entertained. Every Monday is a new episode, and every Monday it is always Eden's choice of what we talk about. So what do you have today?
Remote learning and in-person learning getting pushed back again.
So remote learning started for New York City Public Schools this week, and we've had a number of episodes talking about what it was like with remote learning last year, how great of a job your school did. We even interviewed Miss Amy, your kindergarten teacher, and now in-person learning for the second time in a few weeks has gotten delayed again, so now you won't be starting in person until September 29th. And it's all part of this hybrid learning that we've discussed on the podcast before, and people can go back and listen. 5 days in the classroom every 3 weeks. So let's start with remote learning. How'd it go this week?
It went good. I really liked the virtual classroom. So in the virtual classroom, there's it's the arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a little arrow or something, and you click on the different things. So if you click on the hand sanitizer, you're going to see this video pop up of Baby Shark washing her hands.
Right. Or if you clicked on the book, then it's...
I'll read aloud.
Mm-hmm. Or the art palette, the paint palette.
The paint palette was... So it was an art thing.
An art project.
Right.
Yeah. So that was all part of the website that the school set up, and which they set up pretty quickly last year, maybe 2 weeks into the shutdown, and then you had a summer website. So everything, it's through Google, and it's just a site that lists all the activities, the schedule, where your assignments need to go, and they make it so easy with all the links of this Zoom, this time, here's the teacher. It's very, very organized.
And we actually made it into the tab.
Right. You make it a bookmark. Right. So all you have to do every time is then just click that in the morning and.
Right, and you can also go on the website and click on the link there.
Oh, for the Zoom.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But for the Zoom, we just keep it as a bookmark.
Right. Make it a bookmark makes it easier, so you know exactly where you're going. But if you don't do that, then it's okay because it's still right there on that website.
You just have to make the website also a tab.
Yeah, right. Make it a favorite.
Bookmark.
So what was it like having first grade start on Zoom? Like, you haven't been in your classroom. You don't know what your first grade classroom is going to look like.
It's really different, and it's harder because you're not getting it. It's harder because you're not in the classroom where you have everything, and you're not it's not like the teacher's right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher is in the classroom, but you're not there.
Is it harder to pay attention when when you're in a classroom?
Right.
Sure, there are other kids around you, but you really could just look directly at the teacher.
Right.
Is it harder on Zoom because you have, whether it's the gallery view or anything else, you have other kids right there, so close to the teacher?
Well, it's hard. It's hard because when you're looking at all the other kids, and it's not the teacher is in a big screen. Well,
Mm-hmm.
It could be if I took the gallery view off. But
Right, but if you made it speaker view, yes, then the teacher shows up there. Yeah.
no, if I took it off gallery view.
I know what you mean. Right, but then whoever speaks then gets
Right.
in. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. But is it distracting at all that you have all the other kids so close to where the teacher is when you're looking at the screen?
I'm always looking at all the kids, and then it's so distracting because then I have to go, and then I go to the other page and see all the other kids. If she says someone that I don't see on my screen, I go to the other page and see.
So maybe we just need to change the settings so that you do see that the person who's talking lights up.
Maybe, but I like the gallery view because then you can see more people. And it's actually easy. It's easy too.
Do you feel like, well, so far it wasn't a whole lot of just
Yeah.
instruction this week, like here's how you do this, here's how you do that. There was
Right.
some scavenger hunts and some other things.
Scavenger hunts were fun.
Yeah, what did I was with you for one of them.
You need 10 pennies.
Right, that was the math scavenger hunt.
10 pennies.
8 snacks was a bit
Tricky.
aggressive, I thought.
Yeah.
To have to like tell a kid to go grab 8 snacks somewhere. I thought that was a bit ambitious. But I like the other one about like something shiny, something that smells, something that like a picture that makes you laugh. Because you're learning more and more about
Right.
emotions and all that stuff. You might not know it, but it's going to help you in your writing too, about how to describe certain things and how to determine whether or not something does match that emotion. So, in-person learning getting pushed back again. When we told you that, how'd you feel?
Like, that's really a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
That got pushed back. Because that's the 3rd time pushed back.
Second time.
Second time?
I think it was the second time. Yeah,
I remember it got pushed back the 10th. It was, that's second time.
second time. Yeah, a bummer.
Bummer.
Any other words for it that made you feel
No. Just
frustrated?
Yeah.
Annoyed?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a shame that
I think
your school has
Right.
done such a good job. And it seems like a lot of other schools have waited for the Department of Education and the mayor to just do, I guess, what their job actually is. But at your school, the teachers worked hard all summer, and the principal worked hard all summer to make sure that you guys were set up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What type of feeling do you get from your teachers about how it's going and how it will go? Do you think they feel
Good.
confident?
Because,
And they're used.
Right.
You feel like they're used to now doing this after doing it for the end of last year.
right, yeah.
Hmm.
For about half the year?
Yeah, the last like 2 months or so.
2 months?
Yeah, 2.5 months, I guess.
Okay.
The last middle of March through the middle of April, May, June. Yeah, like 3 months. Yeah, about 3 months they did it for. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, any different feeling now that it's gotten pushed back about actually going into school, or do you still feel like safe and comfortable?
Really frustrated.
Well, frustrated, yes, but you still feel like
Yeah.
safe and comfortable going into the school. No,
Right.
no change.
It wasn't about that, like, safe. It was they just wanted other people in to go first. Right? They wanted.
Oh, right. So they're starting the week before with just pre-K and special needs, and then the rest of elementary school can
Right.
go in, and then middle school and high school. But I think a lot of it had to do with that they didn't give the full reason, but I think a lot of it had to do with the new hires that they needed to make at the last minute, which to me doesn't make sense. Like, how do you not know that you need more staff for
Right.
different things?
You probably even knew that, but you were just waiting until the last minute.
Right, which is unfair.
Right.
Yeah, which is unfair. You had to write down some things about what you wanted to do in first grade. What are some of your goals for first grade?
They said one of the questions was, what's your number one goal for first grade? In first grade is to read. My goal is to read 100 books.
It's gonna be a challenge, but I think you're gonna do it.
I read 50 books in a few months.
Over the summer?
About 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months.
Yeah. So we'll get on that. We've got your 4x6 card making the tally marks. Yeah, like the index card, the big one. So you're at 2 now. All right. How many more to go? All right. So maybe we should end this so you can go start that. Love you.